Hi guys, Scotty here with another DBZ Dokkan Battle video for you. In this video, we're going to be looking at how you can get the Siblings Bond category done in the latest burst mode that's just recently dropped. Get you through all 6,000 coins, and you can see all the modifiers I've chosen up on the screen now. Now, if you've been around a bit on the channel, you know that I don't really love amping up the attack too much. Try amp up the defense and health a little bit more, which does sometimes cause the fight to go on a little bit longer, but it does help if you don't have the units to just blast through and destroy this by sheer brute force. So we're going to have a Siblings Bond lead here quickly. It's going to be that Andrew 1718, the LR Tech, Goten and Gohan are going to be a good Siblings Bond lead as well. And then there are a few other options here that we can take in, not for a lead, but just as a unit. We can take the 17 and 18, and not a bad unit at all. They've got a free Ghost Usher on them as well, so you can use them. They're not bad, but they're not a huge amount of other options here, to be honest, that I would trust bringing into this. Just because it's more free-to-play units, and you could maybe bring that Buller there if you're fully awakened. I haven't. Naughty. But if you brought her in, it should be fine. So let's jump into the run quickly. So honestly, with this team and these modifiers, it shouldn't be too difficult at all. The LR Tech Go Bros, even though they are a little bit, their EZA is not exactly brand new, they're a little bit older, they should be fine in this as well. They should take a good couple of hits. Nothing should go too wrong. This first stage is nothing really to write home about. You're going to be fighting against four enemies, and we're going to skip this quickly now, and we're going to get on to the next phase. So next you'll be fighting against Android 17 and himself as well. I would put your Tech Gohan, the Ultimate Gohan one, in slot 1 as much as possible. He is going to build up his defense, and he should be great in slot 1 there. Unfortunately, we do get stunned here, but it's not the best for him because he does need to super quite a lot. But he should be fine, and I would transform him as soon as possible. There's not really any need to defensively stack him. He'll be fine, and you kind of do want his extra damage as soon as possible for the next phase, which is pretty much the irritating phase and why I'm going through this phase by phase. So let's jump to Super 17. So Super 17, he's going to be a little bit irritating. He's got some mechanics here. You do need to burst through his barrier as quickly as possible. It will reduce your damage that you do to him. If you don't manage to kill him before completely depleting his barrier, he will go into a mode where he starts absorbing Ki Blast supers, and that will heal him all the way back up. He'll deploy his barrier again. So if you don't have enough damage, this stage can get pretty... It can kind of go into a loop. It's not great. I did just manage not to do enough damage. And you see, I'll go into his second phase here. Well, unfortunately, we just don't do enough damage here. Well, not that we actually only have half his health left. And it says Super 17 is ready to absorb. So he will now absorb Ki Blast supers, and that will cause him to heal, which is super annoying. But just double check your unit's super attacks. Try put guys who are doing unarmed or armed super attacks, just not Ki Blast super attacks. Try put them in the front so they do as much damage as possible, and collect as little Ki with the Ki Blast super guys as possible. And you can also pretty readily kill him here if you have the right. I unfortunately was powering up way too much, because this was my second run through. I managed to get first run through was fine, and I was just seeing what's basically what it was about. I hadn't actually seen this phase because I just nuked him in the previous one. So yeah, but you see he takes a lot more damage here. Just unfortunately he does heal as well. Once he does get his shield back though, his barrier, he'll only do 2 turns of absorbing, and then he'll get his barrier back, and you can just start wailing on him again and pretty much kill him, finishing this off and getting us the W. And there you go, that is how you get the Siblings Bond category done for the Super 17 burst mode. Thank you so much for watching. I will check you guys in the next one.